Jo Leute und willkommen zurück zu Noire. Das letzte Mal sind wir ja hier vor dem verbrannten Haus stehen geblieben. Und hier machen wir jetzt auch weiter, Freunde. Ich wünsche euch mit der neuen Folge viel Spaß.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Erste Frage schon mal richtig.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
Verdammt.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Stevens.
Eine von 12 Fragen richtig. Okay. Auf geht's erstmal da vorne zum Telefon.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks, ma'am.
So. Auf geht's zu dem nächsten Hausbrand, würde ich sagen.
Have there been any other house fires?
Ja.
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
KGPL to any central unit. Ambulance shooting. Any central unit. Identify.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Okay.
Mal.
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Whoa.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Oh shit, die ganze Familie ist tot. Die Mutter, der Vater und die 2 Kinder. Ach du Scheiße.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Jetzt wieder eine Verfolgungsjagd hier am Start.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
There he is. See him?
Stark, hab ich dich.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
So, auf geht's zum Reisebüro, würde ich sagen.
Officer needs help, 103 AV.
Century Unit 211 in progress, 522 South Hill Street, unit to handle code 3, identify.
Son of a bitch!
Five charges en route to 496 Broadway. You have another assignment, International?
Where's your respect for property, Cole? Buddy, the human desire for self-preservation.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Here they are, Steffens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotions mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Erste Frage schon mal richtig.
I'm told the tickets were a
Zweite
prize.
Frage.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Okay, guter Kopf fällt weg. Dann nehmen wir den bösen Kopf.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Ups, das wollte ich nicht, was wollte ich? So, jetzt geht's auf zu Wohnbauförderung.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Ey! Du
Great
Sau,
partners
du.
must think alike, Herschel.
Einfach nur so in die Seite zu fahren. Mensch, 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 Mensch.
Please! I was kind of attached to the paint job, Cole. Oh, for God's sakes.
Most informative. Thank you. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Okay, dann geht's wieder zurück zu Stevens Hausbrand. Mal gucken, was da noch so ist. Und Freunde, es dauert nicht mehr lange, bis das neue God of War rauskommt. Ja, jetzt kommende Woche kommt das Spiel endlich raus, Freunde.
I wouldn't feel safe in a tank
ja,
with you driving.
Nächsten Sonntag kommt dann der erste Part, Freunde. Seid auf jeden Fall gespannt. Ja, seid gespannt, Freunde, auf kommenden Sonntag. Das wollte ich jetzt nur mal erwähnen.
Remember the dead lady they found under the...
Ja, was ist denn hier noch? Hm?
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend.
Okay, sind wir hier jetzt
He doesn't
fertig?
let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep
Ja,
your
sind
mouth
wir,
shut,
okay.
and you'll learn something about fire.
Auf geht's zur Feuerwache. Sorry.
Damn you!
Das wollte ich nicht. Oh mein Gott.
Go! What are you doing?
Nein, unser Wagen. Verdammt.
Out of the car! Police!
You coppers ain't God, you know.
Scheiße. Oh, wieder ein Fahrzeug freigeschaltet.
Watch it!
Okay.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Okay.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Das dahin. Nein, anders. Das dahin. Und das muss dahin. Nein, falsch. Hä? Dann das dahin. dahin. Das dahin. Nein, 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 nein. Dann das in die Mitte. Nee, auch falsch. Hä? Dann kommt das dahin. Nein. Hä? Jetzt die beiden Sachen nochmal vertauschen.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Okay. Das ist schon mal richtig.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Okay, ist richtig.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
People get lost in thought.
So, auf geht's zur InstaHeat-Fabrik.
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. He loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof. Well, you don't see that every day. Not on your life, Buster.
Do it again. I dare ya.
Hä, wo ist denn der? Ah, da.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Erste Frage schon mal richtig.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this?
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
Verdammt.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective. Run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Do it again. I dare ya.
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Okay, immer noch verblieben.
Can't really help.
Mit dem kann man sich nicht mal unterhalten. Hä?
What do you think?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
See him?
That's him. That's the cop. He tried to poke me in the nose. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full read.
I'm very busy, Detective. I'm also married, in case that's what you're thinking.
Poor guy.
Must be going crazy.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Hä, was kann denn noch sein? Okay,
Do you have an address for Clemens? He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick. Clemens is a fellow traveler.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all? My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Okay, sind wir jetzt
3
hier
birds.
fertig?
Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Okay, in der Fabrik sind wir jetzt fertig. Alles klar.
Do it again.
Okay, Freunde, ich würde sagen, wir fahren jetzt mal erstmal zu Clemens Arbeitsplatz. Und dann zu den anderen beiden. Aber Freunde, das hat jetzt eben gerade gespeichert. Ich würde sagen, wir fahren in der nächsten Folge zu den 3 Arbeitsplätzen hin. Oder... Ah, nee, Freunde. Ich habe ja gerade gesagt, wir fahren jetzt noch dahin und dann... Ja, egal. Vergisst, was ich gesagt habe. Wir fahren jetzt noch zu dem ersten Arbeitsplatz hin und dann wird die Folge beendet. Genau, so machen wir das. Genau.
At least we'll know where we've been if we try to retrace our steps.
Jetzt noch schnell dahin fahren. Oh mein Gott. Jetzt wollte ich schon wieder eine neue Karre. Komm, steig aus. Hallo. Hallo? Dann halt nicht. Dann nehmen wir halt diesen Wagen.
Sir, step out of the car, please.
On your
LAPD.
light, Buster.
Und schon wieder ein neues Fahrzeug freigeschaltet. Cool. Cool.
You like to leave your mark, don't you? No! Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Erste Frage schon mal richtig.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
You did 4 years for burning down a house in Westwood. What are you doing working as a gas fitter?
I did my time for that.
Verdammt. Letzte
Do you know
Frage.
Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
His locker is right next to yours. Give it up.
Okay, so I know Ryan.
All right,
Verdammt.
Clemens.
Nur
You're
eine
off the
Frage
hook for the
von 3
moment.
richtig.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy. Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
So, Spiel, Speicher bitte.
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
Okay, es hat jetzt gerade im
In
gespeichert, Freunde.
1917.
Ich würde sagen, wir machen beim nächsten Mal weiter.
You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
Freunde, wenn euch der Part gefallen hat von LA Noire,
That's
lasst
nothing
mir
to be
einen
ashamed
Daumen
of.
nach oben da, lasst mir auch gerne
hope
ein
your piece
Abo
is
da.
still
Und dann würde ich
serviceable,
sagen, hören wir uns beim
I may be old
nächsten
and
Mal
out of
wieder.
practice, but I'm
Haut
still a
rein,
Marine,
Soccer
folks.
Boy, Game Over!
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.